3:14 a.m. And again, Monday, June 26th, 2017. And we can see again 2 times. Facebook is putting an emphasis to friend this guy multiple times, multiple days in a row, consecutively, as if there is no one else in my contacts, as if no one else exists. So this is something which is highly, very, very, very interesting to me. Yeah, it's very, very interesting, extremely interesting. Yeah, to say the least. It's after Fajr, what they call Salat al-Fajr. The Ahmadiyya gentleman, after I was in a long conversation with my mother, he suddenly responded to me while I was conversing with my mother to be ready at 8:45 in the morning. He's going to come pick me up. All of my clothes, just about everything I have is dirty. All the clothes I have is dirty. The washing machines downstairs do not work right. I have very little food. I have this cup of soup, and I have but the gentleman, like I said, has bought me a lot of leeway. The young man who has gone to, he has flown to Latvia. He's already there. He left late yesterday afternoon. He's already in Latvia. And he bought me some space. So this space, without anyone being here in the room, it feels good when somebody else is not here, unless you are intimately, what they call friends with benefits. You're getting sexual involvement, then you don't mind. But other than that, I noticed that most people, if they're not getting sexual relief, if you're not doing something for them in some fashion or form, you're not getting something from each other, they don't want to be around each other. It's hard. I noticed that. Even in myself. So there's a Russian man and a woman who have recently located here, and they were showering. They were showering together. Yeah, in the bathroom. Because I can see it's moist. In here. So I'm going to open up the window so that the bathroom can air out. See what come out if they didn't do it. They didn't. So the bathroom gets some air, and I'm gonna leave it open. Alhamdulillah, Ghufranik. Normally it's not good. Acting like wild beast, man. People last night were out there acting like wild animals last night. And some people, that's what they like it for, because they can come and they can get all their, we call it in America, the wild oats. They can get all their wild oats out. See, this is hot water. Clean the hot water. It's kept. This is something I can have in a room. You can even have an artificial, they use electric. You can have something like this, but instead of 4, you have 2 of them in a room. So I have to take this pot now and wash it out and try to cut some onions or something and fry something. This is what they call blood. The blood. I don't know if Islamically I don't know if it's lawful. or halal to even eat something like that. Because it's lamb's blood. I don't even know. Alhamdulillah. Even though I've been outcast. And I saw the Sudanese man, which was a black, very dark skinned South Sudanese. He would be the only one walking around here angrily. And he's like, talking with him. I hate the way their accent. They talk, the South Sudanese accent. I don't like it. Like, it's very improper. It's not good Arabic. It's not. It really isn't. And, but maybe I hate the appearance. Who knows? Abadan, Abadan, and all that. Like, Miskin forever. And what it is, there's a lot of inter-black, inter-Negro or Afro envy between each other. Envy and disdain and jealousy. It's about one Negro or black attaining other things that the others can't. There's a lot of that in black side. You gotta be real careful with each other. As blacks, real careful. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that shit going on. As whites have it too, people of European ancestry, but not as bad as blacks. They don't mind each other having things. People that are European ancestry, they don't mind each other being rich, as long as we're better off than the other ethnics. They help each other to be better off than the other ethnic groups. But Afro ethnics chop each other up out. Bastards. Lanatullah alayhim out. They chop each other up, man. They chop each other up. The blacks. Wow, man. They really do. They really do, man. Chop each other up, man. Chop each other up. A'udhu billah. A'udhu billah. A'udhu billah. This is totally contrary to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Completely. Chop each other up, man. Tricky, man. Tricky, very tricky. I don't like that kind of stuff up. No, I don't like that kind of stuff up. That's why I take from the school of Sayyidina Umar bin Khattab, right? Yeah, his type of behavior. And that literalist interpretation of Islam is under attack. It's under assault right now. Yeah, because they're saying the literalist interpretation of Islam is what is causing the fitna in the world. Yeah, the literalist. Yeah, this is what they're saying, which is what you say, like the Salaf. So alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved me from a woman that my mother, she feels the envy. We talk about other women that are not, especially women that are not our ethnicity or not in your place. You're trying to go out of your place. When my mother, which I shouldn't talk, she's had a relationship with white men. And the love of her life was a man that is of a mulatto, of a higher genetic structure. Ancestry, that's the love of her life. It's the love of my mother's life. So I have these things inside of me that I see it, and it's a discord. It's a discordant, not mismatch. What is good for goose? What is good for the geese is good for the gander. Goose for the good for the goose. Good. What's for you? But then what I want for you is not the same for what I want for myself. And people have the likings towards the superior ethnics, the higher or the more attractive ethnic groups. But then people feel that you shouldn't be like that because you're kind of ugly, or you're funny looking. So all of this type of stuff, and how they fetter you, your own ethnic group, they fetter, they tie and they fetter you. They imprison you out. And the only people who have some kind of empathy, like the Imam Tahir Anwar of San Jose, California, and others, the only people has been people of Indian, Gujarati, Pakistani ancestry. They had any kind of mercy on me. Everybody else, dog shitting me out. It's true, dog shitting me.